Okay, Micah, we are live. Let's turn this around. Where's that around button? All right, Micah, say hi to all your friends. Merry Christmas, happy holidays. I've already taken down the tree. I took down the tree the day after Christmas. There's Lily. Sophie's been gone for over a month. There's O'Malley, and there is all the snow. It is snowing, snowing, snowing. It's been snowing since early this morning, and it is about 1:30 in the afternoon right now. Kenneth Fletcher says hi. Hi, Kenneth. How are you? We are doing well over here. I took down the tree and all the decorations in this room, but I've been too lazy to actually take them downstairs and put anything away. The kids played Monopoly Deal, and I played with them on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, and I was very excited to have them play. Ben says, hey, I missed you and Micah. Hope you had a great Christmas. Sent us a kiss. Kiss back to you. Thank you. Daisy Wright says, hi, Tamera. Brittany says, hi, Tam and Micah. Tina says, hi. Hello, girls. How are you? It's so wonderful to, let's see, where's that button? Am I looking in the right spot? I do this every time, don't I? How was your Christmas? Are you guys doing well? It's been a really long time since I've been live. I got on here one time during this past year to tell you guys we were doing okay during the pandemic. None of us have gotten sick with COVID. We have gotten sick, but not with COVID. William and Bronson were sick right before Christmas, through Christmas. I was in bed for a week while I was still in school. I'm on break now. I had such a hard time during school. It was so stressful. I am not looking forward to going back. I almost don't want to go back. Am I looking at the right place? Somebody tell me if I'm actually looking at you or am I looking in the wrong place on the camera. You know how I get mixed up here. You won't believe this. How long have I had a YouTube channel? And I had to look for a few minutes to figure out how to go live because I haven't done it for so long. I'm like, okay, it can't be that hard. You just press a couple buttons, right? But I couldn't remember where to go. Let's see. Tina says, hey. Hi, this is Laura. Happy New Year. Hello, Laura. Happy New Year. And Katie says, hey, I see you. Thank you very much. Tina says it was good. So glad your Christmas was good. All the kids came over. Okay, so this is what we did for Christmas. And let's see if I can turn around. Like I don't plan this ahead of time, right? Let me see if I can sit on the couch and we can get Micah so you can see. So here, let's pull a chair over. How about? This is what we did this year. We did something different. So what I was going to do, okay, let's see, the lights maybe not so good there. Oh, and the puppy wants to get in my lap. We have to bribe him to get in Micah's lap. See, he's just turning around is all he's doing. You a rascal, you. You're a rascal rabbit. Okay, hang on, let me get turned around here. Let me turn Micah around, and then I'm gonna tell you what we did for Christmas. So usually we get together for Christmas Eve, we have dinner, and then I have a funny story about this, but let me get through the first story and I'll come back to that story. So we get together on Christmas Eve, and we eat, and then we open gifts. And the kids a couple of years ago started drawing names. They don't draw names with Micah. Everybody just gets Micah. Whoops. Sorry, you're still there. I dropped you. Sorry. So the kids a couple of years ago started drawing names so that they give one gift to each other, and then they will figure out something for me and William, and then everybody gives Micah something because Micah's spoiled. So aren't you? Are you spoiled?
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is kind of shaky because my hand is shaky and I should have gotten the tripod, but I didn't think about that. I just thought, oh, I'll pick up the camera. So this year, instead of doing that, instead of doing gifts, I thought it would be a cool idea to go to the Christmas Carol to play. So I got us 3 weeks later, they canceled because of COVID. So I took the same money that we were going to buy, that we were going to go to the play with, and we went out to eat at a fancy restaurant here in town. It's a fancy steakhouse, but it's not regular steak. I don't know. It's got some different name. It's not called steak. I don't know what it is. Honestly, it just tasted like steak to me. But everything we ate had an interesting flavor to it. It was, the ambience of the place was really interesting. We were in a loft area, so we were right up above where they cook your food. And there were, you know, little votive lights, candles on all the tables. It was low lit, but it was also dark. You know, it was wood inside, and it was downtown Omaha on Farnham. We went to the boiler room. So if you look up the boiler room, you can see where we went. We had a really, really good time in that. It's the first time ever that we've gone and done something that was really fun like that. Oh, and you see Micah's hand flailing around. See that thing on her hand right there? Micah, what happened to your hand? Do you know what happened to your hand? Nobody knows what happened to Micah's hand, but she fractured her pinky a week before Christmas. And somebody just happened to notice at the day program while she was eating her lunch that her pinky and the finger next to it were black. They take a picture, they send it to me, I go pick her up, I take her into the doctor, they x-ray it, and she has a fracture, but we have no idea how it happened. We talked to all the CNAs. You have to hit your finger really hard to get a fracture. We're thinking that maybe she ran into something. See, she's got her wheelchair gear. Let me see if I can get the camera on it where you can see it. But you know, she's got an electric chair there. Micah, can you put your hand on your chair so we can see how you operate it? You don't have to go anywhere. Can you just put your hand down? So see how she puts her, well, you can't see how all she did was turn the chair on. But anyway, you've maybe seen her use her chair before, but she puts her hand up here and then her little finger is out. So we're thinking that maybe she ran into a door frame, you know, got her finger jammed between the wheelchair and a door frame. That would be a pretty hard hit. So she has a, can I see your hand? Can you put your hand out and I'll just show them where the fracture is. So her fracture is, let's see. Here, let me turn the camera around so I can try to show you. Okay, hold your hand. Okay, you're not gonna be able to see it good, but you know how you got your big knuckle? You know, you got your big knuckle there and you got your little knuckle there. Well, it's at a slant right here on this side. So I'm gonna show you on this other finger. So it's this knuckle and it's at a slant right there. That's where the fracture is. It looks kind of big. They showed me on the x-ray where it was, and she was in bed for over a week. When she doesn't feel well, she just stays in bed. She would get out of bed. There's a snowball across the street. Melly. Shh. He's been going up and down with the snowblower across the street, and every time he does that, O'Malley gets pretty excited. But when Micah doesn't feel well, you know that she's not well because she only wants to get out of bed to eat, and then she goes right back to bed. She was up yesterday all day, and she's been up today all day. Matter of fact, I haven't even asked her if she wanted to go to bed. Were you wanting to go to bed today? No? You feeling better? She's not taking as much medicine now. Well, as a matter of fact, she hasn't had any pain medicine today, and she only took it once yesterday. And pain medicine is just ibuprofen that the doctor gave her. Prescription ibuprofen, I don't know why, but it's a little bit more potent than regular over the counter. They say it's the same, but I've taken it, and it is not the same as taking the same amount over the counter. There's something different about that prescription ibuprofen. But anyway, that's what she's been taking. She's been taking that with some Tylenol. So that's what's been happening with Micah. And Okay, so let's go back to this Christmas Eve thing. So on Christmas Eve, we get together and I have a big spread. So all the stuff that's on this table right here, that's all the decorations, and I had a bunch of that on the table, you know, and I make it all pretty, and sometimes I get out the china, sometimes I don't, but on Christmas Eve, it's always just a little bit more fancy than Christmas Day. It's usually just the family on Christmas Eve, and then on Christmas Day, we usually have other people, but this year, because of COVID, we only had our family for Thanksgiving. We didn't go out of town. We stayed home. It was just us, and Christmas Eve and Day, it was just us. So we're sitting down for dinner on Christmas Eve, and the boys don't even remember eating on any Christmas Eve. They only remember opening presents, and they don't remember that I change things. So like I decorate the table one way on Christmas Eve. When they leave, I take it all down, all apart. I spend like a few hours. I wash all the dishes, take the table down, and I change all the decorations and the dishes and everything. Everything looks completely different the next day. And they don't even remember. So this was pretty funny, and I didn't realize that nobody paid any attention to it. So Kendall says, when Lauren comes in, Lauren's going to notice. So Lauren comes in. The first thing she notices is we had, what did we have? We had some kind of soup. Oh, we had some amazing soup. I'll tell you about it in a second. So she comes in and sits down. The first thing she says is, I like these bowls, Mom. And then, and Kendall says, see, I told you Lauren would notice. And a few minutes later, she says, oh, I like these placemats. And I never use placemats, but this year I got some. And matter of fact, they are they're right here. They're all, let's see, they're all stacked up, but they're pretty cool. Pretty cool looking right there. And Lauren noticed them. And Kendall said again, see, I told you that Lauren would notice. And when we all get wives, our wives will notice. He said, Mom, I just don't notice stuff like that. And my feelings were not hurt. I just didn't realize that nobody paid any attention to all the work that I do every year. And they didn't even remember eating. And I said, well, remember we had quiche last year. Might have been the year before. Nobody could remember for sure. But the quiche did ring a bell. So that was a good thing. And so the soup that I made, let me tell you about the soup that I made. It wasn't soup, it was, I'm sorry, I'm being pretty wiggly here. We had lentils. Lentils, if you don't know what they were, the kids didn't know what they were. They're those little bitty tiny beans that you get. Here, I'm mashing your arm. And I cook them in some broth, some chunky salsa, and when you get to the end, and it's got some shredded carrots in it, when you get to the end, you put kale in it. I wasn't sure about the kale because kale is really strong when you eat it raw. And I didn't know what it would taste like cooked, so I didn't put the full amount in there. I let everybody get some in their bowl. And then everybody seemed to think it was okay, so I went back and I put the rest of it in, but it still wasn't the amount that was called for in the recipe, but it was so good. And then listen to this. So we get to the end of the meal. So when we first started, I'm like, so does everybody like this? You know, da-da-da-da-da. We get to the end, and Christian said, this is really good. I thought this was a little bit sketchy at first. I didn't know what this was. But this is legit good. It was so funny, and we were all laughing, and Kendall says, that's a backhanded compliment. And he said, it is? And so he keeps talking, and the more he talks, the funnier it gets because he keeps trying to give me a better compliment. It was so funny, but everybody really enjoyed it, and I will definitely cook it again. So that was good, and I made cornbread with it. The cornbread turned out perfect. I used the Aunt Jemima yellow cornbread mix, and I haven't, cornbread mix recipe. I haven't made that recipe in a long time. That's the recipe I told Christian that I raised him on when he was a little boy, but I haven't made it for years. I've been making a different recipe, but I'm going to go back to this one because it's just the best cornbread recipe I've ever had. And the way you make it crunchy, you put your oil in an iron skillet. So you put some oil, you just pour some in the bottom of your skillet, put it in the oven while the oven warms up, and then you pull the skillet out and you pour your mix in, and it kind of starts boiling because your skillet is so hot, and it makes it nice and crunchy all the way around and on the bottom. That was perfect. Then we had green onions. I didn't know if anybody would eat those. That's a southern thing. Corn beans and radishes. All the radishes got eaten, but nobody touched the green onions. So that was a big hit. And then Christmas was just, you know, traditional stuff. Micah got a few gifts. She got Hank the cow dog. She's already listened to all of them because she spent so much time in bed. She's listened to she's listened to everything. Hey, you, what are you doing, huh? We bribe him to get in Micah's lap. We give Mike a snack, and then he gets into her lap and she gives it to him. Katie says, hey, I see you. Tina said it was good. Katie says, I also have CP. Tina says, this is Laura. We missed you. Yeah, I'm really bad about getting on here, aren't I? Brittany says, Micah is so beautiful. Thank you. Kenna says, I'm okay, just a bit bored. Tina says, Micah looks good. She's so happy. Give us some of your snow. We hardly got any. Did have a white Christmas, though. Oh, that's nice. You had a nice Christmas, as long as nobody had to drive in it. Ricky says, hi, baby. I love you and your mom. Joanne Butler says, hi, Tamera and Micah. Hi. Charlie Shepard, hi. Hi, Micah. Ricky Chavez. Matthew Strickland says, hi there, Micah. Charlie says, hi, Tamera. Kenneth Fletcher says, how are you? Would like to talk to Micah. Well, here she is. Okay, Ben Caldecott, keep it up. Okay, is this a super chat? Like, I've never had a super chat. It says, CA $6.99, keep it up, and there's a big green banner all the way across there. Is that a super chat, Ben? That's like super cool. You're my very first super chat. You have to tell me for sure it's what it is. And Tiffany says, hello, it took me a minute to actually realize you were live streaming. Dan says, I'm a foodie. You should send out some of your recipes. Oh my goodness, you don't want any of my recipes. I just walk in the kitchen and start throwing stuff together. But this one, this lentil soup I made was an actual recipe. And I actually followed the recipe. And it was very, very good. Charlie said, can I call you on Messenger after the live so I can talk to Micah, please? There is a nurse that is supposed to be showing up when we get done or before we get done, like about right now, about the time I started, she was supposed to come. I was thinking maybe she would cancel because of all the snow, but I haven't gotten a cancellation. And Sammy G says, hey, Sammy. Judy Matheson, hello from Prince Edward Island, Canada. I forget that you live in Canada, Judy. Ben says, it's Super Chat supporting you. That is so cool, Ben. Thank you so much. Micah, we got a Super Chat from Ben Caldecott. He's always talking to us and saying hello. Well, thank you so much, Ben. That's so sweet. Now, I thought when you did a Super Chat, you were like supposed to show up at the top. But maybe it's just the big banner across there. So like if I had a whole bunch of people on here and everybody was talking all at one time, you know, like real popular YouTubers, then you just focus on those. You can scroll through and find those. Okay, I have to see who this message is from in case this is about Micah's thing. Oh no, I thought maybe they were gonna cancel the visit. Not the visit, but the nurse coming. She's just going to take Micah's vitals and ask me if everything's okay. And it's going to take like 5 minutes. And Kenneth says, I have CP myself and I work and I help people with disabilities in the UK. That's really cool. And Ben Caldecott says, no problem, love you. Tiffany says, how's school going for you? Is that going for you? Is that weird to say? Oh, absolutely not. No, I'll talk about school all day. Around here, everybody gets sick of me talking about school because that's all I talk about. I talk about my grades, and I talk about how stressed I am, and I talk about what I'm learning or what I'm not learning, or, you know, whatever it is that's not going right, or anything that happens to be going right. I learned a lot. I had a lot of fun. It was super stressful. And I'm taking Spanish. If you guys have been around, you know that I'm taking Spanish. I did not learn very much. It was super hard. I'm taking Spanish again, and I'm stressed about going back to school because I don't want to learn Spanish. I do want to learn Spanish, but it's just hard. So Tiffany says, that is weird to say. What are you saying is weird to say? Did I say something weird? Or you're saying something weird? To me, nothing's weird. But it must be weird to you. So you tell me what's weird. We are doing well over here. Tina says, can we have some of your snow? We didn't get much. Absolutely. You just come right on over and shovel it up and take it home with you. Micah, can they have some of the snow? Micah, do you like snow? No? How come you don't like snow? Do you like it if you're just looking at it from inside the house? Yeah, Micah's not kidding when she says she doesn't like snow. I don't know why she doesn't like snow, but she really doesn't like snow. And let's see, I don't know how to say your name. I recognize your name. Let's see. Paluji Kim? Is that right or close? You have to tell me. And Sierra's Wonderful Life says, hi, I don't know if you saw my previous comment, but I am a new subscriber. I am blind and I love you and Micah. Aw, thank you so much for being a subscriber. And thank you so much for loving us. And tell me about being blind and watching YouTube. So is it just the voices that you hear, or can you see a little bit, but you're considered legally blind? And Kenneth says, I am learning sign language like your hair, Micah. He likes your hair. Let's see. Let's get it. There we go. Got some curls in it right there. So I posted a video yesterday that maybe you guys saw. Oh, Tiffany says keyboard is acting weird. Okay, got it. And Callie Hudson says hi. Hi, Callie. Let's see. I was about to tell you something, but I forgot. What was I about to tell you? Oh, I posted a video yesterday. It was my final video for the video class that I was in. I'm going to be taking another video class next semester. They are journalism classes, but they count toward my communication degree. So I'm getting a degree in multicultural studies with a concentration in communication. So I'm taking some journalism classes that include video. So I took a video production class, and then I'm taking another video production class. It's a little bit different. It's got some writing involved in it. I think that it's going to be kind of hard, but I think that not all of it will be hard. I'm not sure. But I posted my final video that I did. It's got voiceover, and you don't see me. So in all the videos that we did in the video class, we are not in any of the videos. One of them was silent. I did one of Micah's hair. It was supposed to be a how-to video. It was supposed to be silent because the purpose of the video was to see, can I video and show you how to do something without saying anything? Do you understand how to do it without saying anything? And then we did like 3 videos that were voiceover, or we did 2 videos that were voiceovers. The first one I did just felt like almost impossible. I didn't understand how to do the voiceover. I just didn't get it. my grade was okay for it by the time I finally did it, but it took me a really long time to figure it out to even get it done. And then the one that I did on the final was a whole lot easier. One, it was easier because it was Micah. So I posted that one yesterday. And let's see. All right, let's take a look at these comments. Sierra's Wonderful Life says, I use my phone to read the comments. It speaks and I just hear you. I cannot see anything. Well, it's really cool that you still love us even though you can't see us. Not that we are anything at all to look at, that's for sure. But to just hear a voice and to love a voice is really, that's quite a compliment, and I appreciate that. Thank you for being here. Charlie Shepherd said, my birthday is Saturday. Oh, let's sing happy birthday to Charlie. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. You have to sing. Happy birthday, dear Charlie. Happy birthday to you. Woo, woo, woo. Say happy birthday, Charlie. Yeah. Happy birthday, Charlie. And Kaylee Hudson says, how are you? I'm doing well. I'm just really trying to catch up from being so tired from school. I'm not really doing too much. Charlie says, January 2nd. That's when his birthday is. Her birthday is. And Sierra's Wonderful Life says, I don't know why my comments words are running together when I click send. Yeah, sometimes that stuff is kind of weird. Nico. Hi, Tam. Well, hi, Nico. Nico, I know that you want to get together over on Patreon, but I'm not seeing where you're messaging me so that we can try to get together to do a Skype, I think. Charlie says, thank you. And Tiffany says, I'm planning on writing a book. Of course, I've been saying that for years, but now I think it's actually time to get started on it. Hopefully, I don't have to restart it over and over. Oh, that's wonderful, Tiffany. Well, you just keep working on that and just write and write and write all the time. I've read and heard writers say that writers write. You just write all the time. Even if you're not working on your book, you just write. Just write something every day. You know, if it's a journal or it's just, 2 or 3 sentences about what you did, but you're always writing. And that's how you end up being a writer and being a good writer. That's what I've heard people say that are writers, successful writers. I've also heard that from, who's that lady that wrote the Harry Potter? She's one of the people I've heard that from. Judy says, what was Micah's favorite Christmas gift she got this year? What is your favorite Christmas gift? Would you say Hank the Cow Dog? Yeah. She got pretty excited about Hank the Cow Dog. And Charlie Shepherd says, Tamera and Micah. Sierra's Wonderful Life, I hope you and Micah had a good Christmas. Yes, we had a wonderful Christmas. Did you have a wonderful Christmas? Yeah? Mandy Griffith. Hi, Tamera. Hi, Micah. Merry Christmas, my friends. Merry Christmas to you, too. And Callie Hudson says, how was your Christmas, Micah? Did you have a good time with all your siblings? Yeah? They hung around, played Monopoly Deal for a little while. That was really fun. Here, I'm going to show you the puppy. This is what he likes to do. He likes to sit in somebody's lap. Oh, Micah got new tennis shoes for Christmas. Oh, she's sticking her foot out so you can see that other. There you go. Micah's new tennies. You like your tennis shoes? Yeah? What do you think, huh? You need tennis shoes? Oh, boy. Let's look out the window. Is somebody here? Oh, there's just a pedestrian walking. Well, I don't really know anything else. That was... Shh. Shh. I don't really know anything else to tell you guys. Mandy Griffith says, you look beautiful, Micah. Sean Deneen, I was looking for you. I was hoping you'd be able to get on. Hi, Tim. Hi, Micah. Congratulations on your semester. Thank you. I've been tutoring a man with autism and history. It keeps me going. What a lovely puppy. Reminds me of Little Bits the cat. Aw, it's good to see you. Glad you're keeping busy. Callie Hudson says, is your dog a service dog? No, I wish that he liked Micah more because he's so tiny he will fit into her lap, and we have to bribe him to get into her lap. We give him a treat. Matter of fact, I'll do it in just a second. I'll give him a treat. Here, let's go get a treat. And then Micah will hold the treat, and then he'll get into her lap. Let me turn the camera on. He knows what I've got. No. See, he jumped right up. Here, you get it. I'm gonna try to keep the camera still so that you can see. Wait a minute, it dropped in her lap. Hang on. Here. Mally, look. Now, he usually jumps straight down because he wants to go run and hide with his treat, but he's looking for the treat that fell down. Mandy says... Mandy, are you saying that you're sick? It says, we've talked before, and if you're saying you're sick, I'm sorry you're sick. J.K. Rowling, Tiffany, that's right. I started to say J.K. Rowling, but I was thinking of, I almost said Tolkien. Yeah, J.K. Rowling, yeah. And thank you for the advice, of course, and it is more complicated for me to write. I have to type everything. It takes me a while, but I'll get there. Yeah, I didn't think about whether it was hard for you to write or not. Is it easy for you to type on your computer? You know, like on your laptop in a Word doc? Like if you kept a Word doc pretty close on your laptop? I mean on your, you know, the screen, the home screen. What do you call that? The desktop. What do you call that? The desktop screen? You know what I mean. Mandy says, I'm that person. Oh, you've changed your name. Is that what you're saying, Mandy? You're that person that's the HVS, whatever that is on there. Are you saying that you've changed your name? Okay. All right. She says, yes, ma'am. That's what she's saying. All righty. Okay. Well, I don't have anything else to say, guys. We're just kind of hanging out. I've got mountains of clothes in my room. They are all clean. And when school was over, I promptly went down and got my clothes washed, but I have not gotten them done. I've been really, really tired, and then I was busy trying to get Christmas together. Christmas Eve was super busy all day, and then Christmas Day was busy all day because I had to get everything ready for Christmas Eve night, and then I had to get everything ready for the Christmas meal on Christmas. So those were two really busy days. And yesterday, I had a really, really, really bad migraine. I finally got enough medication in me to take care of it. I think it was the snow coming in that caused it. Sometimes weather, affects my head, but sometimes it doesn't seem to really do that much. But yesterday was a big deal. Today seems better. I feel, my head feels like it's medicated from yesterday. So it's not really too bad, which is good. You know what? It's not stopped snowing. I think it was snowing when I got on here. It stopped snowing. Okay, let's see. Ben says, hope to hear from you and Micah again. Absolutely, you're going to hear from me and Micah again. We're not going that fast. Mandy Griffith says, I miss you ladies so much. Please tell Deb I said hi. I will. And Deb is on yesterday's video that I put up. Yeah. And Sean says, rest. The Lord sees how much you do for family and friends. You are a warrior for good. Aw, that's so sweet. Thank you so much, Sean. You are very kind. You are very kind to me. Thank you. Huh? What are you saying? You want to go eat somewhere? Go eat with your friends? Yeah. Micah hasn't been going to her day program because she's been home with her finger. And I've been trying to keep it wrapped up. She insists on taking this wrap off at nighttime. So finally, I just quit putting it on her at nighttime. But she's been keeping it on during the daytime until Sunday at church. Church is over, and she took that thing off during church. And I'm like, okay, I don't want to hear anything about you being in pain because you just took that thing off your finger. Didn't you? Yeah, you're a rascal. Uh-huh. Tiffany says, not really. I hunt and peck all the time. Oh, so it's kind of hard all the way around to write. Okay, so what about dictation? Can you write, can you talk onto a tape recorder? And then maybe at some point you can get someone to write that down. But at least you would get your thoughts out there if you did something like that. Okay, well, you guys have a great afternoon. Oh, Mandy says, it's the barometric pressure going down or changing. It causes a migraine in some. Yes, something like that, yes. But what's weird is that it doesn't always happen when the weather changes. Sean says, Micah, I know what you mean. Someday I will come and share some Dr. Pepper with you. I remember I broke my thumb and I took the bandage off a lot. You naughty boy. Daisy says, goodbye, Tamera and Micah. And Mandy says, Micah, I love that beautiful smile. Yeah. Aw. Thank you so much, guys. Happy holidays, and we will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.